All right. Here is President Donald Trump at a joint press conference with Polish President Andrzej Duda. And at the end of it, MSNBC's Hallie Jackson asked President Trump about Russian interference in the 2016 general election and why Trump avoids being definitive about Russian election influence. You'll recall that there is an election integrity. There's an election integrity commission that has illegally asked for private information from the states, apparently, but they're not even looking into these reports. And I don't think, is it even controversial at this point that there was an attempt to hack into election system? They weren't successful, but the idea that you wouldn't even that you would dissolve the committee, the commission on that looks into the election security, that just seems weird. Like, that just seems bad governing. But that maybe is not so weird in that respect. But here it is.
Thank you, Mr. President. To you first, a two-part question, if I may. Will you once and for all, yes or no, definitively say that Russia interfered in the 2016 election?
Well, I think it was Russia, and I think it could have been other people in other countries. Could have been a lot of people interfered. I said it very simply. I think it could very well have been Russia, but I think it could well have been other countries, and I won't be specific, but I think a lot of people interfere. I think it's been happening for a long time. It's been happening for many, many years. Now, the thing I have to mention is that Barack Obama, when he was president, found out about this in terms of if it were Russia, found out about it in August.
It didn't happen.
Now, the election was in November.
He found out about it
That's
in August.
a lot of time. He did nothing about it. Why did he do nothing about it? He was told it was Russia by the CIA, as I understand it. It was well reported. And he did nothing about it. They say he choked. Well, I don't think he choked. I think what happened is he thought Hillary Clinton was going to win the election, and he said, let's not do anything about it. Had he thought the other way, he would have done something about it. So he was told in early August by presumably the CIA.
Presumably. I can't find that out.
Russia was trying to get involved or meddling pretty strongly with the election. He did nothing about it.
This guy's nuts.
The reason is he thought Hillary was going to win. And if he thought I was going to win, he would have done plenty about it. So that's the real question, is why did he do nothing from August all the way to November 8th? Why did he do nothing? His people said he choked. I don't think he choked.
So the follow-ups for you on that, Mr. President, you again say you think it was Russia. Your intelligence agencies have been far more definitive. They say it was Russia. Why won't you agree with them and say it was?
Well, I'll tell you, let me just start off by saying, I heard it was 17 agencies. I said, boy, that's a lot. Do we even have that many intelligence agencies, right? Let's check it. And we did some very heavy research. It turned out to be 3 or 4. It wasn't
heavy
17.
Research. We watched
Fox. Many of your compatriots had to change their reporting, and they had to apologize, and they had to correct. Now, with that being said, mistakes have been made.
It was only 3 or 4
I think
intelligence
it was
agencies.
Russia, but I think it was probably other people and/or countries.
Shut the fuck
and
up,
I
man.
see nothing wrong with that statement. Nobody really knows. Nobody really knows for
nobody
sure.
knows. First off, I want to make it clear: the National Guard's intelligence agency did not find this. They did not find it. The Postal Service intelligence agency did not find it.
The real question, Mr. District Attorney, is not the deals I've done with the Banana family, but why did you choke in prosecuting us?
Yes.
That's the type of thing I want to ask.
I want to ask that.
The mafia is running
Nobody
free.
talks about that.
Look. The mafia is all over the place. I'm doing deals with them every day, and you're not prosecuting us. That's the real question.
The best is the look on the face of the Polish president, where he's just like, guy really is fucking nuts.
And this is like, and Poland is one of those, like, you can really tell it because you've got like your usual, like, Merkel, Macron are going to be a little bit like, fuck this guy. But when you have a country like Poland that has hitched its entire modern foreign policy, I'm like, America great, whatever you want. And just like, and he's there, he's just like sitting, he's like, okay, I'm going to tell him great job, great deal, great job, great deal, great job, great deal. Is he saying that the fat guy in studio do this again?
You can really see Trump's gambit of he'll agree with you in like this about the question, but it's an agreement that isn't really agreeing, and then he'll even get farther away from that and saying like, so yeah, I agree it was Russia. I agree with a lot of people. We don't really know who it was.
I agree that Trump says that in a certain sense, but I also think other people may talk like that.
It was
in fact, I
definitely
would
Russia.
say
Definitely
Obama
other
talks
people.
more like that than him.
He also, I would add to that progression, I would agree it was Russia. I would agree it was a lot of people. And I agree maybe it was nobody. And I would agree it's been happening forever. So to the extent that this influenced our election, it was zero, none, by no one, anywhere, because the time-space continuum doesn't exist. Because if everything's the same and everybody's doing it, nothing changes and no time passes.
And that's like the deep question in a certain sense. Also, black people can vote. So, I mean,
And it's hard.
interference.
It's super hard.
Interference. It's a hard job.
Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos